Right now, we are living in a trust recession, and your inability to create content and correctly distribute it to attract attention, nurture people, and get people to generally know, like, and trust you as a result of you speaking to a camera is going to be a huge contributing factor to why you are broke and you are not making any progress. And I can say this just with so much certainty. I've been in this business game now since I'm 14, but actually making like money to the point where I don't really check money when I buy things, right? For around 2 years now. And I've only really started taking content seriously maybe for the last 6 months. If I took content a lot more seriously, I would have advanced by an additional 3 years. I would realistically be making around 500,000, 700,000 a month with all the businesses I have. And this is because of how leveraged it is. Remember, you say what you want to say to the camera once, and the video does the selling for you. It does the distribution for you. It's why a lot of people that's why a lot of people refer to videos, right, as forever sales assets. You say it once, your message forever spread. And I need you guys to really, really understand this, because it's one of the core reasons why a lot of people are behind in business. And it's actually why I even started my agency, Fusion Media, because back 3 years ago, I understood this. I understood that people's inability to correctly distribute content would directly result in them getting less sales, not really be seen as an authority figure in their space, etc., etc. But it's so funny because even when I was selling this, I wasn't really particularly making too much content myself. And it's still one of my biggest regrets I have to this day. But the other reason I want to say why I believe creating content has never been more important, and secondly, whilst offering content as a service, like selling it as an agency owner, is the most profitable thing you can do in this entire world. I just finished recording a reel, right? I think I'm posting it on Saturday. Basically, it was just taking the piss out of, do you know people who tell you to get into like AI automations agency? Because that's a fundamentally broken business model. It will never work. They tell you to sell AI solutions to local businesses when, quite frankly, they don't have the tech stack in order to house the solutions you're doing it. And they can't afford a 5 to 10k upfront fulfillment cost, and it's actually cheaper for them to just get an employee for their local business for like 1,500 to $2,000 per month. But that's besides the point anyway. What I was basically saying within this is how setters have already been replaced. Setters have now already been replaced by AI. You very rarely see many setters get hired for a job, because a lot of the times you can just do it through AI. And I strongly believe that's also going to be a similar case when it comes to closers. Yes, you heard that right. I believe in around a year or so time, you're going to see a lot more closers being AI. Think about it. Look how far AI clones, AI avatars have progressed in the last 2 years. It's getting to the point where it's really, really hard to depict the difference between a clone and a real person. I mean, I would know better than anyone. In order to combat a lot of objections for my AI agency, Fusion Media, where of course we create content, like, hey, I don't have time to create content, we make a clone of them. So I know firsthand how powerful and superior these clones are. And remember, once we get better reasoning with these models, think about it, it is game over. They're going to be able to handle objections, close people far greater than any closer could. You're literally going to be, what are you doing now? Like, you're hiring this random 18, 19-year-old kid. Oh, I've done 100K. It's like, shut up, man. It's like, now we have AI doing it for us. We don't need to pay any commission for them. They work 24/7. They're not just capped to, 8, 9 calls a day. They can do unlimited. We don't have a scaling problem. And that should scare you. Think about it. The amount of online opportunities, everyone's saying, they're opening up. They're opening up to smart people, but a lot of the courses, a lot of these gurus are selling, they're going to be crumbling down. You no longer need a setter. AI can do it. Closers, very soon, AI is going to be closing for you. So what do you need to focus on? Creating content yourself, distributing yourself. You need to make yourself recession proof. And trust me, the demand for this from other businesses is only going to skyrocket. Everyone's finally waking up. within Fusion Media, my AI content agency. I've been saying it for the last 3 years to everyone, make content, make content. People are waking up. You need to go ahead and fulfill that need. There is a gap in the market. Too many people are sold from these gurus that are AI automation agencies. No, you need to understand the gap in the market and go ahead and fulfill content. It is the number one way to get people to know, like, and trust you and prevent this trust recession. Bypass it. Make people want to purchase from you. I just had to basically make this video to say it, guys. I know I put it pretty harsh, but it needs to be put harsh. I'm literally having these insights to AI a lot more than anyone else due to my software. And if a lot of the times you knew what I knew, you would be working every single hour God gave to ensure in around a year and a half, 2 years' time, you are not a commodity to the market, because AI can do what you do cheaper, better, faster. And how do you prevent that? How do you get rich? Help people cure that fear by creating content for them so they become an authority figure, and create content for yourself. In the meantime, the game's simple, but it's if you want to go for it or not. And here's where it gets interesting for me, right? On my other channel where I sell things, I own the information on how to sell an AI content agency. Okay, people buy from me, but that's not all. I also own software, AI software, for people to fulfill for their clients, for content, but that's not all. I also own the process to be able to acquire clients with an AI acquisition process. So look at that. We are owning the whole entire process, the whole entire ecosystem. So for anyone watching this, go ahead, create content, please. Sell content to people, and then understand how you can basically own the market like I am. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, finish this video now. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. If you do want to learn how to obviously do like AI content, etc., fulfill for people, I have other channel. I would never sell on this channel, I don't want to. But I do sell on the other channel, for sure, but not this channel. You can go ahead onto that channel if you want to check it out, link in the bio. And yeah, that's everything, guys. Obviously, I know we ended it up with a bit more humor, but please, 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 please create content, sell content. You need to recession-proof yourself.